I voted in almost every election since age 21. Until recently, I voted with assistance from a family member. Now, with the arrival of the AutoMARK, I'm looking forward to the opportunity to cast my ballot in private and independently as other voters do.
The AutoMARK should be set up with the ink cartridge installed and the headphones in the appropriate jack before the polls open. It is also recommended that a chair be set up in front of the AutoMARK because using it may take extra time. In the following scenarios, we'll show you how to work with voters and the AutoMARK.
Have you used the AutoMARK before?
Yes, I have.
The AutoMARK features a computer screen covered by a metal hood.
While you're voting, just raise your hand or call for Joe, and I will come over to assist you. When you're done using the AutoMARK, just raise your hand again. I'll come over and help you put the ballot in the voting machine.
Thank you.
In the next scenario, the voter has never used the AutoMARK. If the voter has a visual impairment, give detailed verbal descriptions of where all the buttons and slots are located, since the voter may not be able to see these items. Also, tell the voter that the buttons are labeled in Braille.
Have you used the AutoMARK before?
No, I haven't.
Would you like me to tell you how to use it?
Yes, thank you.
Now, the keypad has Braille on it also if you use Braille.
No, I don't.
Okay, let me explain to you how the keypad works. If you give me a hand,
Joe places Regina's hand on the keypad.
On the left-hand side of the keypad are 4 directional arrows with a square key in the center. The directional arrows allow you to scan back and forth through the different screens of the ballot. Now, the left and right arrow buttons allow you to go back and forth through the different screens of the ballot. The up and down arrow allow you to scan through the candidate listings or your choices for each contest. Once you decide which candidate or choice you want to choose, you press the center square button to make your selection. To the right of those buttons are 4 more buttons. The first button on the top,
it's diamond-shaped,
allows you to turn the screen on or off for extra security. The second button,
circular,
allows you to repeat the last statement, instruction, candidate name, or choice that you heard on the ballot. The third button,
an oval,
allows you to increase or decrease the tempo of the voice when you're using the headphones. And the fourth button,
an oval,
allows you to increase or decrease the volume of the voice in the headphones. Do you have any questions?
No, I don't.
At this point, you're ready to insert the ballot into the machine. If you give me a hand, I'll show you where the ballot will go. Once the ballot is inserted, and the machine will take a couple of seconds to scan that ballot, an instruction screen will appear, and you'll also be able to hear that on the headphones. Once you go through the entire ballot making your selections, a summary screen will appear. At this point, you can review the summary screen, and you may go back and make any changes if you desire. Once you decide that the selections you have made are correct, you can then select Mark Ballot. At this point, your ballot will print and then eject automatically. Do you have any questions?
No, I don't.
Once your ballot has ejected, you have the option of reinserting the ballot, and it will verify that the selections you made are actually the ones that were marked on the ballot.
Oh, I didn't know I had that option.
You're now ready to insert your ballot. If you'd like, I'll wait here until you do that.
Regina feeds the edge of her ballot sheet into a slot below the monitor. The machine draws in the rest of the ballot. Later, the monitor displays candidates' names.
Use the down arrow key to enter the name of each candidate or choice listed. Use the select key to make your selection. Use the right arrow key to move to the next contest. Use the left arrow key to go back to the previous screen.
Later, the AutoMARK machine ejects Regina's marked ballot. She inserts the ballot into the privacy sleeve and raises her hand.